Hey, it's me, Kat. Sorry, that was a ridiculous cat joke. It's me, Kat, and I am doing something unusual today. I'm doing an unboxing video of a Bobbi Boss wig that I purchased. I purchased this, of course, as all of my wigs with my own money, or our shared money, because I'm married. In any case, I found this wig on afrostyling.com. I was looking at free trust wigs because I had gotten my Apple Blossom out and I really liked that wig. And the company that I used to buy my free trust units from went out of business in the UK. And so I went to Afro Styling and I found this Bobbi Boss Escara collection maximum style and performance wig, fresh and light with air, crafted with moisture managing fabric for total comfort system. Now, the style that I chose was Christa, which is B320, and I actually bought Almond Spice, but about 2 days after I got an email saying it was out of stock, and so I ended up with Sandy Blonde. There's a story behind that, but we'll talk about that later. This is just a quick first impression. I don't normally do first impressions, and that's generally because I realize that a lot of my audience is probably familiar with some of the brands that I'm talking about. They may not be, but there are a lot of videos out there. Dog, hello. Bob, sit down, Bob. There are a lot of videos out there. My dog is like sitting on me right now, and as you can tell, my face is a little red because I was just exfoliating my lips. Thank you. In any case, I don't normally do unboxing or first impressions because a lot of people tend to know about the companies and styles. My dog will not sit down. Bob, he's like my 4-year-old. He's like, I'm going to be on camera. Bob, sit. Sit. Sit down. Sit down. Bob. Ow, you're killing me. Okay. Anyhow. So, I don't normally do unboxings or first impressions because I think a lot of the brands that I cover, such as the Adirond's brands, Rene of Paris, Amore, and Noriko, I think a lot of folks are familiar with. If not, Bob's looking directly at the camera. If you're not familiar with those brands, there are a lot of videos on those. This particular line from Bobbi Boss doesn't have a lot online. I know that Junebug did a video, I think, on 2 of these wigs, and someone else had done one. The reason I was attracted to Escara, the line, is because the description had mentioned that they used packing fibers to cover the wefts in the wig, and you and I know from experiences with Noriko and Rene of Paris, this really just needs permatease to sort of disguise the wefts in the top. So that caught my attention because that's kind of an unusual feature in wigs from Bobbi Boss or wigs from companies like Free Trust and things like that, inexpensive fashion wigs. And also, the wigs for Bobbi Boss are not necessarily marketed towards fairer skin gals like myself or folks like myself, but the colors in this range are actually very much light skin friendly, if that makes any sense. The colors in this range are named things like Almond Spice, Sandy Blonde, things like that. They're very similar names, and the colors look a bit similar to some of the colors that myself and my audience are probably more used to. So like the Rene of Paris colors, Almond Spice. They have a color called Almond Spice, and actually the swatch kind of looks like Almond Spice. So I haven't seen an Escara Bobbi Boss Almond Spice, and that's actually what I wanted. But anyways, I got Sandy Blonde, and we'll just talk about it. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to open this up. But first, I'm going to read the back. And it comes in a box. It's actually kind of similar to the higher end packaging styles where you've got the tag here on the end. You've got a proper box. It's very similar. So in any case, moisture wicking cap system. Interesting. What does this mean to you? The cap is made of moisture managing fabric that effectively wicks moisture such as sweat and humidity out of the skin and helps evaporate moisture quicker. At the same time, moisture managing fabric cap moves air inwards so you will stay fresh and cool with total comfort without worries of discomforting factors such as sweaty scalp and itchiness. Okay, that sounds good to me. Light and fresh as air. What does this mean to you? The hair is super light with supreme breathability. The The weight of the cap and the fiber has been notably reduced, so you will feel more comfortable all day long. The innovative thin wefting system enhances the volume and makes a more natural style, yet with less weight and secure fitting. Okay, it kind of sounds like it just has less hair. That's what it sounds like to me. Master blending. This is the part I like. Naturally illuminating hair, prismatic color blending, and sophisticated cutting. What does this mean to you? This means that not only the hair is made from cutting-edge technology with the highest quality fiber that superbly replicates the natural flow and style manageability of natural hair, but it also has been created by master color blending technique which will bring out shimmering prismatic color. You can say the flat, dull, bulky looking hair goodbye. Okay, I don't know if the person who wrote this, if English is their first language, or if I just read that badly, but it says, you can say the flat, dull, and bulky looking hair goodbye. Like, it actually says it like that. I don't know if you can see that. In any case, Sandy Blonde B320, made in Indonesia. So it opens like this. The inside is pretty typical for what those of us who wear like Rene of Paris, Adirond's, Raquel Welch, brands like that are like. It had these enormous bobby pins that secured it to the inside. The tag here. And so this is in Sandy Blonde. The color shown is Almond Spice. And I've got a light on. I'm sure you can see why I was attracted to that color. I really like that rooted blonde. It also comes in Almond Spice. Oh, it also comes in Cappuccino, Cocoa Spice, De-Cocoa, Espresso, Harvest Gold, interesting, Sandy Blonde, which is this, Sunset Blonde, and Toasted Brown. So, interesting. I have not taken the tag off. Honestly, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this because of the weird customer service issue I had with the company. Like I said, I had ordered Almond Spice. A couple days after I ordered it, they said it was out of stock, and that they had refunded me or were refunding me. And I said, well, because you refunded me, but I do still want to try this style, could I get it in Sandy Blonde? And they didn't reply to me. And normally, coming from a customer service background, if someone said, okay, if you're telling me this item is out of stock, if you've already refunded me, do I need to come back to you and pay again to get it in a different color, or what do I need to do? If someone said that to me, I would say, oh, actually, I haven't processed your refund yet, so if you'd like me to switch your order to a Sandy Blonde from an Almond Spice, that would be great. And then I would proceed to do that once I had their confirmation. That did not happen in this case. And again, my work life has been very customer service oriented, and I pride myself on really great customer service, so I was really kind of like, all right then. So then 2 days after that, so I ordered, and about 4 days into the ordering process, I get another email saying your order has been shipped. And I'm like, well, what order? Because they said they were refunding me and that they were out of Almond Spice. So did they send me a different color? And so I sent them an email back right away and said, I received your email, the other day, and I think I attached the email or forwarded it to them, saying that I was told this unit was out of stock. Can you just let me know what you're doing? And they emailed me back telling me to refer back to my email saying that it had been dispatched, that had the tracking number. Obviously, the tracking number is not going to tell me what color they sent or what they did, and it's not going to tell me if they, oops, we found one in the back, and we're sending it to you, or oops, we've decided to send you a random color, or oops, we're going to send you Sandy Blonde. They didn't say anything. So I tracked it, and it said it was going to be delivered on Monday. So I was home all day Monday with a migraine with my son. Yeah, I was home, no, it wasn't Monday. I'm sorry, I was home all day Monday. I think my son was in school or whatever. Any case, oh no, this was Friday. I was home all day Friday. It was supposed to be delivered Friday. Who knows what day it was now? I'm brain fog. In any case, I was home all day, the day that it was supposed to arrive via Royal Mail. And it didn't show up and there was no card through my door. But at like 1:45, I got an email saying, oh, we tried to reach you, but you weren't home and we've slipped a card through the door. Please schedule your redelivery. Well, there was no card to schedule a redelivery, so I ended up scheduling a redelivery to my address, but without the card number on it, without the tracking number from the card. I just used the tracking number for the parcel. So then I got an email saying your redelivery's been scheduled for Monday, which was a couple days ago. So I was home all day Monday, I was waiting for it to come, it didn't come. And I didn't get an email or anything explaining why it didn't come. And so today is Tuesday actually, and I'm sitting here and the mailman comes and he knocks on the door and he brings me the parcel and he says, "Hey, whoever sent this to you put the wrong address." And it had my correct name on it, it had the correct street, but it had the wrong house number. And so I know the mailman, I mean, I get parcels all the time, especially wigs. And he was like, "Well, I knew it was you." So he's like, "I brought it over, but yeah, they sent it to the wrong address." And I'm like, "Well, that's silly, because I literally just checked the email with all the confirmation details and my address is correct." And he's like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry about that." I'm like, no big deal. So anyway, I open it and I look at it and I'm like, oh, they sent me Sandy Blonde, which is fine because I will totally accept Sandy Blonde. But it would have been nice if they had let me know, and it'd also be really nice if they had actually sent it to the right house. So I wouldn't have had to wait an extra couple days. In any case, this is the internal cap construction. I have a wig recap video on Instagram, but I'm just going to show you real quick. It has something kind of similar to a mono part here, so you can feel the knots in here, but it's actually really soft right here. It's actually really quite nice. And though it does not have a lace front, there's little hairs sewn forward facing to kind of cover that wig edge, so that's quite nice. It has very insubstantial ear tabs. There is a little bendable wire in here that I can feel, and they have little hairs sewn here, which looks, I think, quite nice. There's a bit of mesh here. Free Tress also has units that are constructed very similar to this, so I'm not really sure what's so revolutionary about the construction, because there are other companies that are basically just like this. But hey, you gotta spin it the way you gotta spin it, right? And then we have the tags on the back. You have your straps that are, they're hook and eye type straps. You have your nape, and that's basically it. And of course it's open wefted. So I'm going to try this on and we'll see how cute this looks. So I'm going to put you on pause because you don't need to see my, well, you know what? I'll use this as an opportunity to also show you how I put on my wigs. Now, as you can see, I have a wig grip on here. I have a beige wig grip. On top of that, I have a stocking cap, and I have my funky hair pushed back as best I can. My gray bits and things showing through. In the back, I have two small metal pressure clips that snap closed to secure my wig grip, my cap together along with my hair. And so when the nape goes on the back of my head, it kind of, and this is probably not good, it probably causes tension, but it catches on to those clips so that my wig doesn't move around, and it also keeps my wig cap from moving around. So that's how I keep it on. It can get uncomfortable after wearing for a long time because it can start to try to ride up, but typically that's how I wear it, just because it keeps everything in place. I'm going to adjust these straps to be a little bit smaller because, as you know, as I've said before, I don't have a particularly large cap circumference, and I have quite a small crown area. This looks to me like it might be a bit baggy. Oh, I did read on the Bobbi Boss website itself that, this is interesting, I did read on the Bobbi Boss website itself that it had packing fibers or fibers to cover the wefts. As you can see here, this is where permatease would normally live in this type of a cap. I do see that there is a mesh material and that there are wefts sewn into it, so I don't see or feel permatease in this at all. In fact, the top doesn't look too bad, and I really can't see the wefts through the top, personally. And it is really light, and I could see if the wind was really blowing a gale that you might potentially see wefts, but maybe not. The inside of the cap is dark too, so I know on the review that Junebug did, and this line came out about 5 years ago, so her video is quite old, and some of the videos that you'll see on this wig are quite old, or on this line are quite old, even though it's still sold on US websites, and it was sold here on afrostyling.com. you can still get these wigs, and in fact, I really like to see these make a comeback and maybe come out with more styles and things, because I actually really like this. But anyhow, let's go ahead and try it on. So what I do is I dip my head forward, kind of, I don't know, I've heard people say kind of like you're putting on a baseball cap. I dip my head forward, and I know this looks sexy, but I get the front of the wig in the middle of my forehead, sort of, and I take that nape and I pull it down over my clips. Then I find my ear tabs and twist them so they're appropriately and comfortably where they should be. And then I take the front and I set that on my hairline. Okay, so this is like maybe, I don't know. As you saw before, it has that sort of mono, sort of similar to like a mono part, or as fashion wigs are calling it, sort of a lace part. But it's really tight in there. So you'd probably want to pluck this a bit, which you could do with a regular, more expensive mono part wig. That doesn't matter. The construction is very similar, so you could indeed do the same thing. I'm going to adjust these ear tabs and say that, yeah, I've got quite a bit of a wig edge there. It's quite shiny. It's a cute little style though, and this could definitely get you out and about. If you have bio hair, which I do, mine is quite pale, so I might be able to pull it out along the sides here. I'm not going to do that now because I don't have a rat tail comb. It's a cute style. Again, I don't have the best lighting. It is very overcast today. It's very cold today. And I've got some natural lighting coming from behind my camera, and I've got a light on here, which is causing some of this glare right here. But that's just kind of my first impression of this Escara wig by Bobbi Boss. I like Bobbi Boss. They have some nice styles. I ordered 3 more wigs from the Escara collection. One looks similar to... Oh, it looks similar to a Renee of Paris wig. Misha. One is a similar style to Misha. One is a shorter style that kind of reminds me of a lighter weight version of maybe Reese. And the other, I can't really think of, like a lighter Dolce? Like a really light Dolce? Anyways, I can tell you this is really light. There's not a massive amount of hair. I'm looking forward to getting the other ones. And they're coming from America because I couldn't find any other Escara wigs in the US, and these range, this was 45 pounds and some change with shipping. So shipping was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 pounds, which seems like a lot in the UK. So the shipping made this about 45 pounds. If you buy these wigs in the US, they'll probably cost you less than 40 US dollars. This was 45 quid, but in the US it'll be under 40 USD for the most part. I would say if you like a mono part, you can work with this front edge, and you like a really, really, really light wig, and you don't mind those hook and eye closures. Like, I'm not crazy about them because they tend to come undone on my head, and so then that's an uncomfortable scenario right there. But if you like some of the higher end wigs that have this type of feature, or has bendable ear tabs. These are, again, not very substantial, but they are bendable. If you like this cap construction and you like this color, this sandy blonde, you could probably root it, or if you can find almond spice where you are, then you can just get an already rooted color in a similar blonde, and you could pluck this. But, you know, for under 40 bucks, like, I don't think this is that terrible. Now, does this style suit me? Probably not. Like, if I put some makeup on, which I totally have not, this might actually be a better look. Who knows? So anyhow, this is running on for 20 minutes. Sorry to ramble, but this is like the real deal from start to finish. This particular Bobbi Boss unit, which is sandy blonde, and I think I said Christy. In any case, so that's it. I hope this has been informative. I hope you've learned something. I hope I've shared something with you didn't already know. And if so, please feel free to give a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And you can click the bell that's somewhere around, and you can get notifications when I upload new content. So that's it. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and have a great day. Bye-bye.